about the turnovers and how they only got 11 points out of that, and it could have been more. But if you look at the numbers statistically, they got outplayed.
Even though the Thunder took like 18 more shots?
24 assists to 13 assists, 59 rebounds to 39 rebounds, 47% to 39%, 46% from 3 to 36% from 3. That's not even talk about the 6 guys they had in double figures for Indiana. The X factors, who I brought up yesterday, who were big and who were huge for them, to OKC's 3 guys in double figures. We're talking about a team who averages 120 points right now, got 110. So the turnovers didn't equal points. They didn't shoot well in the half court. They were inefficient, so the math did not math. They literally got outplayed. So if you want to know what they need to do, play better.
I think that I don't know if I agree with that, UD. I don't think they got outplayed because, one, OKC has never been a great defensive rebounding team. Like, they haven't been there. They wasn't there in the regular season. They always been in the middle of the pack. Number two, they have never been a high assist team, right? They're a team of isolation. So they're not running the tunnels back. Like, they didn't went through enough just in this short stint that they didn't learn throughout this postseason. And I thought the Denver series was the series that they needed to prepare for this moment. And when you have a leader in SGA that stays even keel, he never gets too high to a win, never gets too low, they will make adjustments. And I said this as well, Malika, that I said if the Pacers wanted to win the game to make this interesting on the road, this game 1 was a must-win for them.
Right.
You can catch them slipping.
So does game 2 now become a must-win?
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Well, look what happened the last 2 rounds. The Pacers come in, they win game 1, they stun the Cavs, and they stun the Knicks. Then they also won game 2. That's how you're going to be in real trouble because you know the Pacers will not just will settle for this. I will say this. The Thunder have been awesome this year coming off a loss. They're 16-2 after losses, 4-0 in the playoffs, but they've never faced something quite like this. And, you know, in the second half, to what UD said, in the second half, there were a lot of indicators that showed that the Pacers had really gotten some traction. They shot the ball a lot better. They took care of the ball a lot more. They scored 19 more points, 66 points they put up in the second half against a great defense. That is an indication of more than just a hot couple of minutes.
And Perk over there talking about he ain't worried.
I'm not. I'm not worried about what? I won't
they got outplayed. And listen,
that's fine.
Listen, all the civilians at home and everybody that set up on this panel did not see them getting outplayed.
No, I'm saying it's a long series, UD. You know better than this. You know better than this. You know better than to jump the gun. My thing is, we're talking about still one of the best defensive teams to ever do it. If it's any game that you can sneak up on them and get one, it's game 1. The Denver Nuggets, they got game 1. And then all of a sudden, people's antennas went up. Like, oh, can they stop Jokic? Can they stop Gordon? Game 2, they got stomped. They got stomped out. And this is the thing. When these guys are ready to go, when they are able to go and actually watch the film, then it goes up another level. So I'm not worried. But is this a must win? Absolutely.
Up 15 in the fourth quarter, and you get that up,
it was up.
You got to be worried. And the part about having those guys in those situations, you would think that you could finish that out because of the defense that you have.
Well, you may not be worried, but as you can see right here, we just showed you the graphic, the odds makers are saying, okay, maybe we should shift a little bit back more towards the Pacers.
Anyway?
Anyone want to join UD, by the way?
Come on, odds makers.
Anyone want to join UD after game 1? You said Pacers in 7.
Yes, I did.
No.
Anyone else want to join? Anyone joining? All right, not for now. So come on NBA today.
Come on over here.
Indiana inching closer, Perk, but the Thunder still the heavy favorites. Are you starting to believe the Pacers can pull off an upset?
Is Grits groceries?
We're also going to dive deeper into that Halliburton game winner. Plus, we need to talk about Rick Carlisle and how he coached down the stretch here, Udonis. You were calling it out before game 1. Was that the secret sauce, or was it the shoes? Plus, where does Halliburton's game winner rank on terms of the best all-time? Oh, don't you worry. We got a top of the top coming your way.
No, they better have Robert Orr somewhere up there.
Big shot, Bob.
Straight up.
Halftime.
Good thing is, 19 turnovers, only have 6 points. All right? 6 and 9 points. All right? Not the end of the world. A lot of really good looks at threes. Some of them haven't gone in. Stay with the process.
And here's the thing, he's speaking from experience because back in 2011, he was the coach of the Mavericks, and he was the architect of a 15-point fourth quarter comeback against the Miami Heat, Udonis. It was the largest comeback in the finals in the last 50 years. And of course, this Pacers team has been through this as well because before Thursday, Indiana had 3 of these comebacks, Brian.
This is something that I've really never seen before because they do it in such short time frames. Like they should be out of these games, and then they keep coming back and making it happen.
You have Game 5 against the Bucks in round 1, Game 2 against the Cavs, and then the Eastern Conference Finals, Perk. But back to Thursday, after trailing by as many as 15 in the fourth, Indiana turned it all the way up.
They did. The other stepped up huge in the fourth quarter. OB Toppin, Miles Turner, and the Canadian, I don't know what I want to call it, was on both ends of the floor.
And then, of course, they followed it up with this game winner from Tyrese Halliburton. The shot heard around the world, 0.3 of a second left to steal Game 1. Do not count the Pacers out. Do not, because in Game 1, they recorded their 4th win when trailing in the final 30 seconds of a game this postseason. Graphs and numbers can't even fully cover it, but we're going to try because look how crazy you can see the comebacks have been in these probability charts. This is tied for the most such wins in a single postseason since at least 1998. Those are the numbers. Here's what players were saying after the game.
When it comes to the moments, like he wants the ball. He wants to be the one to, hit that.
Was anyone happier than Thomas Bryant after that? I don't know, but social media went bonkers after Hallie's shot. You got Patrick Mahomes, you have Caitlin Clark, Magic Johnson, so many more. Shell-shocked, elated like the rest of the sports world. This was the perfect way to start out these finals, to give everybody a taste of what this matchup can offer. I want to say, how did Indiana flip the script? But really, they just returned to this is what they do at this point.
I'm not sure something you want to bank on.
Yeah.
But, the thing about it is that when they got late in the game, they had been in this situation before, and it's in everybody's head. It's in the Thunder's head that they have seen this before, and it's in the Pacers' head that they can do it. And so everybody watches everybody and knows their opponent, and sometimes it leads things to manifesting themselves, and that's kind of what we saw last night.
My guy, Tricky Ricky, Coach Rick Carlisle strikes again. At 9:42 in the fourth quarter, he brings in 5 completely new guys. 5 completely new. Brings back Holly, brings back Naismith, brings back Nembhard, brings Obi back in, and then goes back to Miles Turner, who has struggled up until that point.
Offensively, yeah.
Offensively, yes. Goes into the fourth quarter, Miles Turner gives you 8 points. They go on a 15-4 run around that time that he makes that adjustment. So I'm looking at that lineup, and then OKC comes in with 3 guys. They didn't really know what to do. We don't really see 5 guys, 5 in the NBA.
They didn't, but I thought McDaniel, he could have came back in with SGA a little early, especially when you always want to watch.
Sorry, who?
What's his name?
Mark Dagnall.
That's what I said.
Okay, I thought it was Mac. Keep going. Let's start with me.
Right, let me finish.
Okay.
When you talk about looking at the minutes with J-Dub and how he plays without SGA, like you monitor that situation and view him, right? You bring in SGA early. But here's the thing. The Pacers literally have been playing with house money all playoffs. Real talk. Nobody, like they're playing with zero pressure. They've been playing with zero pressure the entire postseason. They was the underdogs in the first series. They was the underdogs in the second series. They was the underdogs against the Knicks. They're the underdogs now.
You know what? You're right, Perk, because when Lillard was coming back, people thought the Bucks were going to win.
I'm saying they have literally been playing with house money. Like Tyrese Halliburton was voted the most overrated player. He's been playing with house money, like zero pressure. So, again, like these comebacks, they are great. I'm not knocking that whatsoever. They are hard to do. But it's like just having fun, no pressure. Hey, we gonna shoot our shot. It is what it is.
I will say this, Malika. I talked to people from the Pacers yesterday, and they said they watched ESPN, and they saw everybody in all the shows picking Oklahoma City.
They told me today. Yeah.
They were like,
didn't I tell you?
We loved it. Every time you guys picked them,
I said it yesterday.
This is exactly
There's
what they
text
like.
going out with all us sitting up here picking the other team.
Exactly. And Udonis is probably sending a text. Udonis is in there like, here, did you see what we all said here? Blah, blah, blah. But the Pacers, they do have 2 days off before to game plan for this game, too, and Oklahoma City does as well. And we can hit the town. We can see what Oklahoma City has to offer. Going to go to the softball game maybe a little bit later. But I did learn a little fun fact here about Oklahoma City. Standing at 844 feet, the Devon Tower, that is the tallest building in this city. Or is it Windy and his Tower of Power?
That sounds like a job for Wendy's Tower of Power.
Oh, that's interesting. I'm palming the ball. Number 5, 4, 3, 2. Number 1.
I say it in a voice. Tower of Power.
Tower of Power. Starring Brian Woodhorse.